Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, stopping by for the first time, my name is Laura and I sure hope you stick around. Today I have something different for you all today. I'm going to share how I make my lo mein. Part of my family loves Chinese food, and half of them don't. So I usually make this either at lunchtime or something like that because, I like to make everybody happy, right? Especially when it comes to food. So anyway, I'm gonna swing around here and show you what I put in my lo mein. And I don't normally put bell peppers in it, but I had this left, so I'm gonna chop some and put that in there. I have a little bit of cabbage. I've already washed and got all my vegetables prepared. 1/2 to 1 whole onion, depending on the size, is what I go by. And then a couple stalks of celery and 1 whole bunch of bok choy. So that's what I put in mine. And then I use these noodles here. I can get them at the grocery store. You don't have to go to a special store. I got these at Albertsons. And these are the lo mein egg noodles. And then I'll be using soy sauce, sesame seed oil, and oyster sauce. So that's all I will be using. And it's such an easy recipe to remember because you can use whatever vegetables you want. And in my recipe, I use 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And the sesame oil is just to drizzle on the oils and toss them so they don't stick together. And it does add flavor. So it's so simple to do. So you're going to need 2 different, you don't really need it, but this is what I use. I use 2 colanders because 1 for my noodles and then 1 to just stick some of my chopped up veggies in. I like to chop everything up because remember this is a lo mein, so it's like a quick stir fry and you kind of want everything done ahead of time. So I am going to start with my noodles because I want my noodles to be done before I start frying my veggies. So I'm going to swing you around and I'm going to just show you what I use. I will be using this pot of water for my noodles. And you just follow the directions on the package. And then my big wok, and I will be using a little bit of vegetable oil to fry my veggies in. So I'm going to slowly, without making you dizzy, I hope, swing you back around so I can start chopping up my veggies. So when I chop onion, I like to wear gloves. I just don't like that lingering smell of onion on my hands. So I'm going to stick some gloves on and just get started. And I'll show you how I chop up. Well, I'm going to start my water and get that started. And once it starts to boil, I can add my noodles in there. And then and it only takes 3 or 4 minutes for those noodles to cook. So then my veggies will be ready to go. So I'm going to start with my cabbage, and let me move this out of the way here. And let me make sure I'm in the right frame so you guys can see. Okay, well that looks good. So I just, how I do my cabbage, I just cut a piece off of the head of cabbage, and then I just take it like this and just run my knife through it. And I like the cabbage a little on the thin side. Some people like chunks. We kind of like ours shredded. So this is how I do mine. Just give it a shred here. And on the really big pieces here, I just give it a, cut it in half like that. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today is beautiful in the high desert, California. I love it. It's a beautiful day. I just might go work in the yard, you know, before it gets cold again, because I heard it's going to get a little bit cold before, you know, our spring starts. So, okay, so that's what I'm using that for, okay? And then my celery, I just chop that piece off there. For the celery, I just run my knife down. Now you can use as many vegetables as you want. We like a lot of vegetables. So, you know, this is one of those dishes you can really suit your own taste for, you know. Lots of vegetables or, you know, lots of noodles. And if you do don't put so many vegetables, you might want to cut back on the sauces. Because you don't want it too salty. So then I just, you know, I make little chunks with my celery. If you've never made lo mein at home, this is so good. I mean, to me, it's real close to Panda Express, and I love Panda Express. That's my favorite thing to eat as far as fast food is concerned. I could eat that almost every day. I heard that we may be getting a Panda Express in my town. So yeah, I'm going to have to get on the treadmill because I definitely will be eating there quite a bit. I never get tired of it. Some celery here. And then I mainly wanted to show you how to cut the bok choy. A lot of people don't really use bok choy too much, so you know don't let it intimidate you, because it did intimidate me in the beginning. But it's so simple to cut. So I'm just going to take that out and I'm going to dry off my tray here. And then I'm just going to start adding my vegetables in little sections, because you don't want to fry everything at one time, because like the celery will take a lot longer. The celery and onion take a lot longer than the cabbage and the bok choy. So then with the onion, I just take it like this and just make slices. Again, you don't have to make slices. You can just, you know, dice it however you want it. It's really, like I said, it's one of those recipes that you can really, really make for your own liking. Just see how easy that was, just, you know. So anyway, so the bok choy, you just take it like this, like you would a celery, and I'm going to cut mine down the middle like that, and then you just cut just like the celery. I mean, don't let it intimidate you. And then with the greenery, we like bigger pieces, so you just make it chunky, just like that. You can make these as big or small as you like. And it's just a rough chop. Such an easy recipe. And then I forgot, but I kind of like separate the bok choy from the stems and the greenery, because I like to saute this before I add the green and then the cabbage, because these take longer to cook. So I do separate the stems from the green. And we like lots of bok choy in ours. So my water should be getting pretty close to boiling. And then also what I like about this recipe is I make it one day and we eat it for like 3 days for lunch. So super easy, just throw it in the microwave and you got a nice little lunch there. And you can add a protein. I'm not going to. But yeah, chicken or, you know, beef, shrimp, whatever. And by not adding the protein, I feel like I'm not so worried about it going bad in the fridge so fast. So a little suggestion, if you do want to add protein, just keep it separate. You know, cook your protein and then add your protein on top of your noodles. That way, you know, you don't have to worry about it going bad on you in the fridge. Okay, so I'm so happy it's starting to warm up. I cannot wait for, you know, spring. Summer's here. I don't really like the summers here. We get up to like 115 degrees. I don't like it, especially when it's humid. I'm one of those people that could be have the thermostat down to like, you know, 67, 68, and then be nice and snugly under my heating blanket. And I sleep so good like that. What about you guys? Do you guys like the warm, or do you like it to be cold when you're sleeping? Let me know. I'm curious. So like I said, we like lots of vegetables. So, you know, if you're not wanting this many vegetables, of course, just, you know, don't put as many. This is a pretty good sized bok choy, but like I said, we love bok choy in this. So we like that crunch. So you get the crunch with the stems, and then you get the you know, the softer with the greenery. You know, kind of like spinach, but it doesn't have that spinach taste if you've never had bok choy. And not all lo meins are made with bok choy. Like Panda Express, they only put celery and onion in theirs, as far as I know. Okay, so there's that. Check on my water. Yep, it's starting to boil. All right, my veggies are near ready for frying. All right. So I just like to separate everything like I said, and I'm just going to bring this over to my stove and get it ready. And, oh, I forgot my bell pepper. So the bell pepper, you know, you just want to cut some strips. This is not something I normally put in there. I mean, we like it, but it's just not something we gravitate towards. So I am going to cut this in half. You can also put shredded carrots in this. Put this with my onion. A little piece of bok choy. All right, so I'm gonna swing you guys over, take my gloves off. I'm gonna swing you over to my water, and I'm gonna show you how quick it is to make these noodles. And excuse my dirty stove. I haven't gotten around to giving it a good scrub. So anyway, my water is boiling. Turn it on for you. And grab some glasses. And so the package says add 1 package of egg noodles to 6 quarts of water. Salt and oil are not needed. Cook for 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm only going to cook mine for 3 minutes because we don't like our noodles overdone. And I'm going to fry them a little bit, so they're going to cook a little bit more in the stir fry. So I'm going to do some little thingy hoovers. Add a stir, and I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes. Okay. And then for the oil, for the cooking oil, all you really need is like, I'm going to say, let's see, I kind of eyeball it. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and it depends on you how much oil you want to eat, little or, you know, so I did about, I want to say 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil. All right. I'm going to get my wok heated up. And then in a little cup or saucer, I'm going to add, and I don't use a regular tablespoon. I'm not a chef, so I'm just sharing my little lunch for you today. So, okay, I hope you can see. Oops, sorry about that. I think I'm going to swing you this way. And I'm going to go over here. There we go. That's much better. So I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and you can use whatever brand. This is the Lee Kum Kee, and it's got the panda on there, a little panda bear. Okay, so I'm going to use 2. Sometimes this is really hard to get out. So there's 1. There's 2, and like I said, I don't, you know, it's not exact, so you don't have to worry about that. So there's 3, and then soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1, 2, and 3. And then, you know, once you stir everything together, you know, you can always add more soy sauce, more oyster sauce. Just make it to your taste buds, how you like it. And I find that I don't need salt in mine because the soy sauce is very salty, but you know, some people like their food saltier. So there's that. Okay, so my noodles are done. How quick was that, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna drain my noodles. I'm gonna drain the noodles and then I'm gonna put them back in the pot. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that drain just a few minutes. I'm gonna dump the excess water. When I say a few minutes, I meant a few seconds. Okay, so then I'm gonna put my noodles back into the pot. Just like so. And then I'm gonna just sprinkle it. Whoops, my wok is ready to go. So I'm going to start adding my veggies. I'm gonna start with my onion, the bell peppers, and the celery. Able to see that. Let me bring you over here closer. There we go. There, that's much better. Okay. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the sesame oil on there. Give it a stir, just so they, don't stick on you. And it does add flavor, that sesame oil. Whoop! I left the pickle on there. All right. Veggies here. Ooh, if only you guys can smell this. Look at that. Yummy, yummy. Is that good? And then I'll add the bok choy stems and then the rest of the veggies after that. The sauce. And this is another great recipe that, if you are not working from home, you want to take your lunch. This is really a good heat up. It heats up real nice. Okay, so now I'm going to add, and again, you make it to your liking. If you like your veggies softer, cook them longer. We like a little bit of bite to ours, so I leave ours just a little bit crunchy. So I'm going to add the stems of the bok choy. And if I need more oil, I will add more oil, of course. Cook for a bit. Oh my goodness, yummy, yummy. Can't wait to take a bite. So let me know if you all would like to see cook with me videos. I have lots of recipes that I like, and my husband has one from his bachelor days. It's called Oki style enchiladas. And I would love to show you all how I make my easy pozole. If you don't know what that is, it's a Mexican soup with any kind of protein, pork, beef, chicken, even turkey. And it's got hominy in it. It's kind of like menudo, but it doesn't have the tripe. So I know a lot of people don't like the tripe. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see some more cooking with me. I would love to do that. So, okay, so my veggies are getting kind of soft. I mean, we don't want to overcook my veggies. We like a little crunch. Okay. Let that go for a minute. So I went to Walmart yesterday or the day before with my husband, and they had a little bit of their Easter things out. Now this was not in the Easter section. It was actually in the garden section. And I ran to it and I was like, oh my goodness, I love it, you know. And my husband didn't really react too much. I was like, oh, I better put it back, right? So then I just kept thinking about it all day yesterday, and I told my husband, I'm going back to get that bunny because I just love it. So that's what I did this morning. I went and got that one. Isn't it cute? I don't know if I showed you. I was talking. I started yakking away. But look how cute. Push that back a little bit. Look at that bunny. It's a faux wood bunny. It's really super heavy. Look at that face. And then they had this one with the Easter stuff, so I had to grab him too. This was only $4.98. And the wood one was $9.98. Isn't that cute? So yeah, I got my little bunnies out. Okay, let me wash my hands. So I think our veggies are ready for the rest. So I'm going to stick in the bok choy. Oh my goodness, it smells so good even without the sauce. And the cabbage. Let that wilt down a little bit. Doesn't that just look so fresh and yummy? And healthy, you know, minus all the oil. You need some oil in your diet, though. At least I do with my dry skin. I probably don't eat enough oil, but let that wilt down. And you all know cabbage and, you know, any kind of green veggies like that, they really wilt down to nothing. So it may look like a lot in the beginning, but it's not. And most people don't put as many veggies as we do, but we love that crunchy goodness. All right, let me check on my noodles here, make sure I got enough sesame oil. That looks good. You know, just to coat it like that. Yummy, yummy. I hope you all are enjoying this video. Maybe I inspired you to try and make this yourself. Maybe you don't, you know, want to get takeout. And this makes so much. It make, like I said, we can eat off of this for like 3 days. And remember, I don't mix my protein in with when I cook it. I leave my protein on the side if we do have one. And we just, you know, put it on top and mix your own. Then you can kind of control how much protein is going on your plate too. See how that wilted down already so fast? Alright, I think it's time for the noodles. So I'm going to go ahead and add the noodles into the wok. Get every Give that a stir. This is where I need 2 spoons or a spatula, something to kind of. This is my favorite spatula. It's missing the handle, but I just love it. I can't get rid of it. This is really good for flipping eggs because you can really control the handle. Okay, so I got my noodles in, and now I'm just gonna pour in my sauce. Just pour it around. And then I just add some, veggies in there and really get all that yumminess out of my cup here. Like that. And make this sauce. Mix it all up real good. And I can already tell, I don't even need to taste it, that it's going to need a little bit more soy sauce. I've made this so many times I can kind of eyeball it. And again, just make it to your liking. Yep, much better. And that's it, guys. That's how I make my lo mein at home. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I am going to plate it up and tell you how it tastes. Okay, so I'm ready to plate up some of this yumminess. Look at all those veggies. Yum-o. Yeah. Look how much it makes. It makes a lot. Okay. So I am going to, let's see. I'm just going to back you up. Excuse my camera skills. So look at this yummy, yummy goodness. So, let me see how this tastes. It is so, so good. Almost like Panda Express. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye.